And let's quickly get the big brokerage call of the morning. Harsh standing by. Yes, Harsh, what have you picked?
Well, it's Aditya Birla Lifestyle, which is going to list today, and therefore it looks interesting. You have a Motilal Oswal note which talks about how the demerged entity now looks in terms of numbers. What they're saying is this entity has a track record, of course, for execution. Revenue has gone from 200 crore in 1999 to around 7,800 crore currently. It runs brands Louis Philippe, Van Heusen, Alan Solly, Peter England, among many others. They also deal with emerging brands, Van Heusen, Innerwear, Reebok, American Eagle. So all of those should drive growth going forward. Stated objectives is 11% CAGR growth, FY24 to FY30. Motilal expects this growth to come in a shade below at around 10%. 700 is the net store addition they are penciling in. Store productivity improvement to likely drive margins, 80 bips on the gross margin front to 59%, 140 bips on the EBITDA margin front to 16.6%. They're valuing this at 16.5 times, 190 being the target price and 171 is the implied demerged price.
Okay. Certainly watch out for that. Thanks a lot for that, Harsh. 3 minutes left for the markets to kickstart trade, and we're not starting off on a very good note. Obviously lower, but 172 odd points. Let's see how this fares off. In line with probably what one would have anticipated. Kush Bora, now is there a trade here on open, or would you wait for some time? Nifty, any stock, anything at all?
So one, I'd wait for a trade. Two, I'd wait for a trade and look for the trade on the long side. I just want to see where this settles, where it deepens, if it deepens further or not. But yes, both the things. I'd want to wait for the first 5, maybe even 15 minutes just to see how things go. Because a lot of strong stocks, that we were seeing are also giving you a softish kind of an opening. So just to see whether this deepens or not. But I would be on the lookout for a trade on the long side.
Okay. Any of the NBFCs, Parag, would you be betting on in this weakness? Because as we've discussed, right? RBI is doing a series of moves. Do NBFCs give you a chance? And if so, what are some of the NBFCs that you would look at? Keep in mind, the HDB Financial's IPO price is much lower, so that's a bit of a dampener.
Yeah. So basically, and as we discussed last time, many NBFCs have moved also.
Yes.
Right? Bajaj Finance has moved. AB Capital, we discussed it 170, now it is 260. So I think most of the move has come also. So I would not be now very, very desperate to buy NBFCs just. And plus, if this geopolitical tension, if oil stabilizes at a higher price, the probability of further rate cuts are very less. As such, RBI stance has moved to neutral from accommodative. So I don't know, some small finance banks like Equitas can be looked at. Of course, we don't have it in the portfolio right now, but they can be looked at.